Melissa Paris, you've won your first national championship this day in championship racing. Tell us how it feels to be a champion.
It feels fantastic to be a champion. No, it was really good. It was such a fun race, and I wanted it really, really bad, and apparently so did a few other gentlemen.
I was watching coming down the back straight into the chicane, you would kill him on the brakes, and then you made a pass for lead in there.
Yeah, it's funny because like coming straight from the corners, those big four-strokes have so much more power than I do, but then I can make it all back up on the brakes because I got that quick little 250, so it was fun. But what made it really interesting was the fact that around lap 2 I lost the contact lens, so I had like no depth perception, which probably helped with that out-braking move because it just sort of happened because I didn't really know what was going on.
We'll make you remove one from now on before each race.
I don't think that's a good idea. I felt a little bit like a cat with its whiskers cut off.
Tell us about coming around the last lap. It looked like he had jumped out to such a lead that you weren't going to be able to catch him, and then before we knew it, you were sucking up onto the banking, but he had a mishap that kind of helped with that.
Yeah, I was like a little stressed because he did, when we go onto the far banking, he had such a big gap on me, but I just had to like tell myself like every lap it was like that, and I was able to close it up. So I just was patient, and I knew I had to make up as much as I could on the brakes going into the chicane and just be as close to him as I could. And then exiting the chicane, he gave me a little gift. I guess he was worried about me because he turned around to see where I was and ran himself straight into the wall. So he hit the wall, and he like kind of bounced off, and then he like sort of got sucked into it a little bit, and he was actually like going around the whole banking with an elbow on the wall, like smoke coming off of him, and I was like, I'm slowly pulling up on him, and I'm like, man, I gotta go by him, but I'm not sure if this is about to get interesting or not. And just as I went by him, he got himself off the wall and made a big swoop at me, but it was all good because I got to check his flag first.
Mark Rosema, it's been a long season, but you've come away with another championship.
Yeah, I can't complain about that. Now can I, Dave? Yeah, we worked really hard this year. Melissa worked her tail off, really rode well. Can't believe the amount of improvement I've seen in her from the start of the season till now. Leaps and bounds every weekend. Really impressed with her riding and how well she's gotten along with the 250. It's great to end the season like this. We did really well at the USGPRU finale in Miller. She won that race, and I think carrying that momentum into this event helped her pull off the win here again, which was able to give her the lightweight GP national championship. So it's great. It's a good feeling. It's a nice end of the season. Makes all the hard work really worthwhile.
Tell us what's coming up with Moto-ST. You're running with a couple of other gals in Moto-ST here under the lights. Tell us as you approach that great momentous occasion.
There's going to be 3 of us. 2 of them are Canadian. They don't speak a lot of English, which is interesting. We're riding an SB1000. I've done about 3 laps on it thus far. They rode it most of the day yesterday. So we got 2 hours of practice coming up, so I'm hoping I can find some strength left in my wee body to make it through that practice session so I can just kind of get a feel for the bike. But really excited for the race.
Yeah, they've delayed the practice time so that it's late in the day that you can get some action under the lights of what it's going to be like, because apparently this is what the next Daytona 200 is going to be.
I'm going to have to see how it works. I'm told there's more light than I'll think there will be. I was wishing I'd have a yellow lens for my helmet, but I'm going to have to go with clear. And if it's anything like motocross where I ride better in the dark and I can't see all the pitfalls that await me, then maybe it could be a good race.
I sense a win coming on.
I hope so.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. See you guys out there.
Melissa Paris, you're first up on the bike for Valley Racing. $100,000 purse. How do you plan to win the $100,000?
By being the fastest.
Back to you, Bob. All right. No, really, how was the communication system going? You're using comms for the first time and all that kind of stuff?
It's working pretty good now. We had a couple problems last night, but I think we have it all ironed out. So just now on the parade lap, we gave it a little test run, and I think it'll be good. I think it's going to work good.
You got a little time yesterday in practice on the bike in the dark, I take it?
I did. I got to ride around in the dark, and I was surprised how well lit up the track is.
What do you predict your first stint will be? How long?
I think I'm going to try and do a triple stint just to start off, so I'm going to try my best to run through 3 tanks of gas before I hand it off to the next girl.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right, you've just come off the bike for the last time under the lights this year. Tell us about it. I mean, it could have gone better, we know, but it wasn't a total loss of a Daytona experience.
No, while the bike was working, it worked really well, and I should be thankful because it worked mostly for me. So of the 3 of us, I did get a lot of good laps, so that was cool. It was just so frustrating because we were running so good. 4th at the beginning of the race, so to have it all fall apart on us, and it seems like it progressively got worse, and I just wanted honestly to go do a lap and see if I could get another piece of information to help them figure out what's wrong with it. So I don't know, I guess we're gonna have to come back in March and see if we can do better.
I think we're gonna have to come back in March too.
I really think that's the only solution at this juncture. Oh well, that's Daytona for you, I guess. That's the thing with endurance racing, it's just finishing the race, and unfortunately today we couldn't, but I think that if we get another shot at it, maybe we can prove what we're capable of.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And comfort you to feel